fellow brethren, my cosmic brothers, what is going on? Just like just before, as usual, before we get started into it, yeah, obviously I'm bringing it back to this, Jimmy Uso's DUI arrest. But before I go any further, I just want to before we go into context, and I'm going to give my initial everything full thoughts of what I think about it. It's a very serious matter. As you know, see, I'm not really up tempo and that jumpy around, so I apologize for that if any of y'all expecting this, because this is much more, like I said, these kinds of videos is much more serious, not really much of a joke to be it's really to take it still serious, because Jimmy Uso is still going through a lot of things, so really got to take that in account and show some real respect and integrity. So, like I said before, before I get into it, I was gonna show you the video, but I wanted to make sure that I could show y'all full. But I want to show y'all clips, but I'll just show you the clip of where he said the whole thing of Jimmy calling him an asshole, and I thought, this video was pretty much released. I don't know if they released this now or because it's TMZ Sports released it, so, but it looked like it was the release to go before when it happened, like months ago before that, so when it initially happened. So, but yeah, we're gonna get into we're gonna watch. I'm gonna show y'all that short clip, and then we're gonna break it down.
Makes it a little bit harder, man. Can you look at the tip?
You the asshole.
I'm trying.
You're the one that's worse.
Okay.
You had a remark. You made a remark you shouldn't have did.
Okay, then I think you misunderstood. So I'm sorry.
My apologies if I sound if I sound a bit loud, because I'm trying to talk over it, But yeah, my apologies if I'm too loud. Okay, like I said, the breakdown, we gonna talk about it. Because I wasn't making videos before then, when this first happened back in of last year, back in the summer when this first happened. I think I had thoughts when amongst the community talking about it, but I don't think I had I didn't have a channel. I don't think I was making videos by that point, because I started making videos in September. So, but I probably had to go back, because I think it's kind of making me think back, and probably after the fact I did kind of speak on it a bit. But that's probably confusing me with the Jeff Hardy video when Jeff Hardy got released again. But none other. So yeah, looking back at that video and seeing as everything went down, and Jimmy obviously being because you could see the slur in his speech, and you could probably almost see him stumble back a bit. Which he was pretty much drunk. And then of course you have the hordes, whether you can call them his fans or the community or not. Obviously in his defense, coming to his aid in his defense, saying that he's not wrong at all. Officer made no snide remarks, being completely unprofessional, and that's not appropriate, being as you're an officer of the law, and you really taking advantage of the situation, stuff like that. And it really makes me in these circumstances, because especially in a society, humanity, they only adapt until they're going to display what they see, because whether you want to believe it or not, there are hierarchies in this world. And when it comes to individuals like Jimmy, he has a much more hierarchy than the average person. I don't want to like I hate like reporting to those words, but yeah, just like how you would think about Encino, how you just think about characters like Zeus, the Olympians, and Thor and his mythology, and stuff like that. Yeah, when you like Frieza, Cell, just those type of characters, I like naming off my head. Like when it comes to, especially, and you can like compare it just to like classes of whether you want to see like middle class, upper class, the rich. Yeah, there are hierarchies. Celebrities. There are hierarchies in this world. That does exist. That hadn't that doesn't cross my mind any day. Any day that I'm alive. That yeah, people look towards those, and they really, and those hierarchy of people are really answered and taken under consideration first. Not that I say that yeah, Jimmy obviously has privilege, and it's like when people look at this situation, the other people look at the situation, like they said, because even after this, nothing really bad happened to him. And obviously, it's like you have individuals like Jeff Hardy and RBD, who has been synonymous with the business, who has been like synonymous with the sport or the business of wrestling, and they've obviously they've came down on hard. This came down on them hard, and whether it was fired basically. But it's like this whole, like when you think about it, or hear it talked about, because Jimmy is a part of the the Wyatt family. I don't know how to really pronounce it. Sorry, whoever's a part of that heritage. In the Wyatt family, The Rock and Rikishi and the Uso's, yeah. And I guess that's why, because you know how Vince feels about The Rock, so that one of the families that's much more privileged, so that's why also, and him being connected to he at the time also too, during that time when it happened, when they were initially first SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I think they first became again, also like when they became again this time, going on a long run now for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and that being connected to that, and as far as his name, family name, people say that's also, which is pretty much is, that's the reason also, that's for him having the privilege that he had when he didn't really get no repercussions in WWE. And yeah, that's true. And I said, when I look at this situation, because yeah, he's clearly, like I said, the officer was just doing his job. In these situations too, people like to, obviously too, yeah, like considering that Jimmy is black and everything like that, so you definitely have to take that into consideration too, and how police brutality, and how black people also, their lives is very at risk, every day. Like black people, cultures like, and in like the communities like black people, they're African Americans and such, like they're, especially in America, they're like, when it comes to police, they're their lives is at risk every day. And so it's like, and just recently, it's just the police brutality is almost like reminiscent of those times in the 60s, and like where it was really bad, where where police is just straight up putting their hands and almost it's killing black people, individuals. So it's really a shame. So you also have that. So people is gonna look at all those all those just those labels, labeling it down, and you have all those. So people are just looking at the situation where, yeah, it's like a whole new perspective too, and it all goes into it. And like I said, wrapping this up, I want to just leave on a note and wrapping this up. It's like they obviously they both were in the wrong. You had Jimmy also, because like I was just talking about, was like I've been talking about with Sonny, and I'm not done with that yet. That's to come also. like whether it's a documentary too, because I want to do a documentary, and I want to do another. I think I just finished. Yeah, I just finished. Talking about her, or whenever I decide to. But yeah, it's just like I was just finished talking about Sunny, and the way how privileged she got, and it's just like it's just extremely ridiculous how like I know the answers to these questions, but it's just like extremely ridiculous how, because you had Sunny who just murdered a person, basically. Yeah, she just murdered a person. You had people defending her, and with no accountability at all, and she just got away with it. So you had to take in mind, like, drunk driving also too is really dangerous, extremely dangerous. So Jimmy should have been known better at that. And I know he's obviously going through things, but you still have to be that much mature and cautious, because I know he got children. Everything he's going through, whatever he's going through, the obstacles that he's battling. But people have children out here too, and they don't want to lose that either. So he should have been mindful of that every day, because drunk driving happens every day, and crashes happen, and it ends badly. So yeah, obviously both wrong in this situation, and yeah, no right or wrong about it. So, but yeah, that's all I had to say about that. I just wanted to get this real quick for y'all before I leave out, go do whatever I do. Probably again I'll be back, but yeah, I'll see y'all much later. Enjoy yourselves. Stay blessed.